welcome to episode 2 of the Non-Duality Show. We have no guests for you tonight, but we do have an action-packed show lined up for you. We will be visiting a pub, we will be seeing a new rendition of the fairy story Sleeping Beauty. I have a lullaby that you can tell your child. Well, maybe not. And we'll also be looking at the difference between this and that, as well as going for a ride on the Duality Donkey. I'm here to tell you we've been riding an ass all our lives. So let's go live now to Nobody's Inn, where a non-duality conversation is happening.
What's that? What does it look like? It's my brain.
Why are you staring at it?
I'm watching the synapse firings. I'm waiting for the firing that'll be the big one, so I'll realize non-duality. Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Are you trying to capture a moment of consciousness so you can be fully present and become one with the Absolute?
No, Sal. I either want a big realization to happen, or for all the firings to end, and maybe then my me will drop. It's nothing to do with the brain, though, or a synapse firing, or being present, or having no firings. There's no me there to receive anything.
Teach me.
Can't be taught. There's no me there to receive anything. This is so fucking hard. Totally. It's fucking impossible. Yeah, but I want to get it. There is no you. Seeking is an energy that appears, grips the body with its teeth and takes it for an apparent ride. The worst fucking ride ever. I hate this fucking subject-object fucking crisis. Yeah, but you're not really being taken for a ride, though. These synapse firings don't actually see what's happening. Knowledge is an apparent appearance, along with everything else. So there's no realization to get via the brain. It's more of a non-seeing of this as both wholeness and nothing. No conscious subject there with knowledge, and no actual something as an object out here. Really? Bloody hell. And there's no one anywhere at all. It's not as if your me drops and everyone else still has a me. No one has a me. And the universe is no longer seen as a real observable thing, with real things happening. It's chaos with no one in it. It's wild chaos. Oh, the universe is blind, isn't it? Totally. And there's no one with free will. Yeah, no free will, no people. Bloody hell, no one sees. Like, ever. No me and nothing to see. Yeah.
But what about me? I want to see that I can't see.
That's the dilemma, isn't it? Here's the thing. The me can't see it isn't there because it isn't there. This is how we've tended to think things go. We have a synapse firing, knowledge appears, and consciousness is present to see that knowledge, creating a split view. We think consciousness is the subject and knowledge is the object. If we come across non-duality, we can then get our knickers in a knot over this split view here. We think, if only I could stop seeing things through this split view, I'd understand non-duality. Or, how can I stop dreaming up this split duality view coming from my consciousness so I can see non-duality and I can see oneness? The thing is, split view is either happening or it isn't. Wholeness is either splitting the view or it isn't. This is nothing appearing as wholeness. The split view is either appearing in wholeness, as wholeness, or it isn't. No one is having a split view. There is no one. It is so much more bonkers than is conceivable. It's not that there is a you having a split view. It's wholeness appearing as a you with a split view. So when wholeness stops showing up as a split view, it's somehow seen that this is always wholeness. Split view is gorgeously still wholeness, and there are no yous out there with consciousness or a personal split view anywhere. And the world isn't a world. It's an indescribable nothing appearing as things. No one can possibly be responsible for having a split view. because there is no one having a split view. There's only wholeness. It's always wholeness, and it's absolutely still wholeness, whether there is a split view there or not. Right, I think it's time now to watch a fairy story.
Ah, my beautiful little seeking one. You have been asleep for so long, but if you follow me, and buy all my merchandise, maybe one day, if you are very devoted, I can help you wake up to your true nature. Listen, doll, there is no you who's fast asleep, so it's impossible to wake up. This is just a fairy story, okay? I'll be down the pub.
Yeah. I think I'll have a glass of red.
And now for a bit of this and that.
I'm almost there. Almost what? I've almost reached that. But there is only this. But you can't see. There's that, just within reach. I'm almost there. What is the that that's there exactly? That is the answer to all my dreams. But reaching for that is still this, you know. All I know is that I don't want this. I want that. You'll never arrive at that, because there is no you and no actual that to reach. There is only this. Why am I trying to reach that? But you found this. I haven't found this, and you aren't reaching for that. There is only this. For neither of us.
And now for a lullaby, written for a child before they turn 2, before the split view apparently happens. Enjoy wholeness while you can, 'cause soon there'll be a change of plan. For when you turn 2, there'll be a you, and that you is a nasty shit who goes around saying, no, this isn't it. Thinking in terms of things and an over there, it will hunt out happiness everywhere. It will see everything in terms of 2, even though that is a wholly unnatural view. It will see itself in time and space and believe it's running an ever so important race. It can't see there's no one there with whom to compete. Its view is fundamentally deplete. It will try to find the source of its displeasure and seek the whereabouts of a sacred treasure. It yearns to solve life's riddle and understand. The problem is that it wants to know firsthand. But that is an impossible quest. It will never pass the test. There's a dilemma, an impasse. The you isn't there, yet it turns up everywhere. It's a mirage that won't disappear. Wherever it looks, it is here. It will seek its own demise, thinking that will help it reach the prize. If it could just drop awareness of itself and be free, but it can't because already it's nobody. Wholeness plays a nasty trick, and it all comes down to arithmetic by placing the illusion of a split view and pretending one is really 2. So enjoy wholeness before the split happens and a you appears who believes in separate atoms. Enjoy the lack of consciousness and the freedom from awareness. For awareness is the cheater, the fraudster, the deceiver, not the receiver, nor the answer. Awareness is not the holy grail, it's nothing but a dreamt up veil. In truth, there's only this. So don't hunt out a state of bliss. Presence turns out to be a dud, as illusory as dragon's blood. Everything is always here. The only thing that can't really appear is the awareness that some revere. It might seem to be there once you turn 2, but I promise you it won't be true. There's only wholeness and no separation, and no one who's having an incarnation. The split view isn't true. There never will be a real you. Everything is here, except for you and me, my dear, so no need to fear. Nothing is as it seems to appear. There's no location or time. There isn't even a lifeline. It's been said, consciousness is nature's nightmare, and yes, it'll probably give you a scare. For after 2 years of age, consciousness will appear like a terrible cage, and from it you'll want to flee, but that hope for flight won't set you free. Consciousness is just the dream and not an actual live stream. There is no you who'll think you can count to 2. 0 is the best number, so feel free to slumber. No one needs to wake. That idea will only cause a headache. It's just a terrible joke aimed to provoke a fake you to think you can see enlightenment from a sense of a me. Real seeing is blind, hearing is deaf, experience can't be had, so just be glad. Everything is just an appearance, consciousness merely a false inference. So enjoy wholeness while you can, 'cause you're in for a nasty change of plan. For when you turn 2, there'll be a you, and that you will be a bit of a shit who goes around saying, "Where is oneness? 'Cause this sure as hell isn't it."
Mine. Mine. That's mine too. And that. Mine. Mine.
Amazing, isn't it, that at 2 we have an apparent rising of consciousness, and suddenly we have a split view that owns everything. The view can feel like there is a me there who's being taken on a ride. We've been riding on the back of an ass. This here duality donkey is a bloody miserable beast. It's constantly seeking fulfillment and answers, but because it can only see separation, everything is always dangling just out of reach. I can't tell you how often I've just wandered off this fucking donkey ride of duality. Get me off this fucking thing! Or wanted it to stop, but there aren't any reins. Or wanted it to die. Come on, you fucking brute, die! How amazing to come across dead donkeys. Although that can seem frustrating.
Wow. My donkey is dead.
Where are you going?
I'm off to do a YouTube video, and tell everyone how gorgeous it is now my donkey is dead. And to tell everyone else how they can't do anything about their own donkey.
Fuck. Since it then seems as if that person's donkey has died, like it happened to a them, it stands to reason that anyone else would want it to happen to a them too. Just fucking die! What felt like a very much alive donkey turns out to be just a fabricated view. That's all the split view is, a fabricated view, with no one behind the view. And because the view isn't real, the whole sense of a me being there, having that view, is a complete fallacy. Any idea of liberation for the supposed person behind that view is impossible. No one's behind the split view, so no one wakes up, no one is there to have a state of bliss. The hope has been that the split view will see itself and feel wondrous. Instead, the split view dissolves because it has no substance to it anyway. It was just a view. No one is left behind. No new knower comes forth that is all shiny and wondrously happy with the new view. There is only what's happening and no knowing. So, thanks for watching. Even though you didn't, no one sees this, no one hears this, no one can get this. There is only what's happening, and sometimes it seems that split view is happening, or it isn't. That's all, folks.